I don't believe this. I don't believe they can do it. Charged and released on bail. What sort of a phrase is that? Makes me sound like some cheap criminal. Even if I were guilty, I'd resent it.
Well, it's standard procedure in a case like this.
Standard procedure? Do you know what your standard procedure is going to do to my business?
Oh, will you forget about your damn business for 1 minute? Let's just concentrate on how we're going to get you out of this. Now, what kind of case have they got?
Absolutely none. What could they have? The whole thing is ridiculous.
Perhaps so. But there's no question that it was your hire car that hit the child. The forensic reports confirmed that.
I told them the car was stolen. I spent the entire night in that room.
Unfortunately, you can't prove it.
I could if you hadn't gone off on a drinking spree.
The fact that the car was found abandoned in a back street some distance from here supports your claim that it was stolen. And I don't think it'll go past a magistrate's court.
Meaning?
It won't go to trial. And one more point in your favour. That's your highest standing in international business circles. And you're a guest in this country. I think you'll get the sympathy of the court.
Well, I'll leave you to straighten it out. Now, I've got business to attend to and a plane to catch.
Plane?
Yes, I'm leaving for New Zealand tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's impossible. I mean, the last thing you can think of doing now is leave the country. It's what's known colloquially as skipping bail.
That's ridiculous. I'll be back tomorrow night. No one will even know I've gone.
It's absolutely out of the question. I won't allow it.
I'm employing you, Mr. Guthrie, not the other way round. Now, would you mind leaving? I'm rather busy.
I refuse to accept any further responsibility.
Mr. Guthrie, I'm terribly sorry. You shouldn't be upset. He's right, you know. It's a dumb thing to do.
Call the airport and confirm my booking. I'm going to take a bath.
Yes. Get me the police, would you?
Hey, look. Here's your friend.
What friend?
The friend we were watching on TV yesterday. Says here she's up on a hit and run. Reckon she didn't do it. Says someone pinched her car.
Maybe they did. Huh, what difference would it make with all that money? She could commit murder 10 times over.
Yeah. Says here it was just a kid.
Well, I don't think she did it. You can tell by her face that she's innocent. Anyway, I hope she gets a better lawyer than what I did.
Look, don't waste your pity on her, love. People like that can look after themselves.
Shows you what sort of person she is, doesn't it? Nearly gets me the sack, then goes out and kills some poor kid.
Yeah, well, don't get yourself in a knot about it. Besides, we've got more important things to talk about. Like where I'm going to take you to dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, it's your birthday.
That's right, and you and me are going to celebrate.
But it's your birthday. I should be the one taking you out.
No. No, I don't want you going out and buying anything either. No. Because just having you here is like having all my Christmases and birthdays at once.
Oh, Eddie.
Just tell me you love me. That's all the present I need.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Well, where do you want to go? For dinner tomorrow night?
Oh, I don't know, love. You choose.
Well, what about that French place up the road?
Oh, that's too expensive.
Look, we're celebrating, aren't we?
Yeah, but...
Anyway, I reckon that's where we ought to go, and I don't want to hear anything more about it.
My name's Masters. You're holding an airline ticket for me.
Yes, Miss Masters.
I'll take that. Planning on going somewhere, Miss Masters? I'm sure even you realise it's an offence to attempt to leave a country when you're out on bail.
But I have very important business in New Zealand.
Well, it'll have to wait. The only trip you're going to be making is to jail.
Name?
You know my name.
Name?
Helen Masters.
You have been charged with leaving the scene of an accident in which someone was fatally injured and with attempting to leave the country whilst on bail, correct?
Yes.
Since you've not been convicted, you'll be allowed to wear your own clothes. Go with the sister.
This way.
No need to itemise them. She'll be keeping them for the time being.
Right, undress and put this on.
I'll do no such thing.
I said undress.
And I said I'll do no such thing. Certainly not with you standing there. Have you any idea who you're talking to?
She's talking to a prisoner who has to be examined and scrubbed to make sure she isn't bringing anything unpleasant in with her. Now strip off.
I will not. Take your hands off me. Let me go.
There's something you'd better learn while you're in here. You do exactly as you're told.
Excuse me. I'm Lynn. I'm supposed to show you to the dining room.
Oh, thank you. Come in. It's very kind of you. If you don't mind, I'll just finish packing.
Oh, sure. Oh, it must be nice to have so many lovely clothes.
Don't know what good they'll do me in here. Don't know why I brought them, really. Suppose they're a kind of security blanket.
Well, you won't be in here long. I know you didn't do it.
Thank you. That's nice that somebody believes me.
Oh, I know what it's like. No one would believe me either when I first came in here, but now they do, and they'll soon prove I'm innocent. Mrs. Jackson's promised me.
I'm sure they will. Perhaps I can help you when I get out.
Do you think you could?
Well, perhaps. What are you in here for?
They say I buried a child alive.
What's going on here? You two are supposed to be in the dining room. Get a move on.
What do you think?
You sit here.
Thank you.
They tell me you like running down little kids.
That'll be enough of that, Lizzie. Nothing's been proved. Yet.
I'm B.
Hello.
That's Karen and Doreen. Oh, and that's Mum. That's Lizzie. And you know Lynn. Oh, and that's Frankie. But you wouldn't want to know her. She's uncouth.
So, you're in the makeup business, eh?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I've got a cousin who's an Avon lady. That's something I'd always like to do.
I'm sure you'll be very good at it.
Oh, thanks.
Well, anyone can do anything if they've got the money. How much do you pay for that dress, eh?
It's not just money. Money doesn't buy good taste.
Sorry if the company round here is a little rougher than you're used to. We don't get a very good class of guest.
Yes. I'm sure we'll all get along very well.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Anybody that has to do something like that has to be
How do you know? Will you stop eating that?
Come in. Oh, Meg. Rather bad news, I'm afraid, about Lynn Warner. I've heard a call from Jack Holborn. He couldn't find anything, just a lot of dead ends. Certainly no grounds for an appeal.
But he's going to keep looking.
He says they'd just be wasting time.
Wasting time? Erica, that girl's innocent. I'm certain of it.
I'm not so sure. If there were anything to find, Jack would have found it.
She's going to be shattered when I tell her.
I know. That's why I'd rather you didn't. At least, not for the moment. I don't want her going off her food again. She's only just getting over the last episode.
All right.
Helen Masters, where is she?
She's in the dining room with the others.
Well, I'll see her after the meal.
You're always bloody starving. You're in a flaming stomach. Doesn't exactly do it.
What's the matter? Not good enough for you?
No, it isn't. No one should have to eat food like this.
Hey, Miss Masters. I think it tastes all right.
Doesn't everything to you.
If you don't like it, you can always complain to the chef.